Welcome back. ClassyAspie's book is finally out, y'all. The ClassyAspie and the Internet's Great Game by Jessica Inslee. By ClassyAspie. She goes by Dizzie Dollie7 on YouTube, her YouTube channel. There are several videos in my best of YouTube Asperger's videos playlist. If you click on playlist, you can get to that. I've been waiting years for Dizzy's book. Her channel is a huge inspiration to me. Not her content do I try to replicate, but her style was inspiring because she's analytical, but she's, bees herself and, takes the mask off, very analytical, kind of boyish, a lot of Southern charm, just like this channel. I know I look rough. It's been a hard day's night, people. Her channel is Psychology and Serial Killers. It's quirky and wonderful. But she goes in-depth deep dives on serial killers, tracks serial killers. But she also understands psychology, not just autistic psychology, but all psychology. She has a degree in psychology. But 8 years ago, when she was diagnosed and started doing videos, there wasn't a lot of that around. Now, these days, it's there's a lot more, but when I would have been diagnosed anyway, I would have read the books I've read and been diagnosed eventually. Over the years, a lot of people have told me that I have Asperger's syndrome, including a PhD behavioral analysis specialist at the CDC in Atlanta. At a Thai dinner, she told me I had Asperger's syndrome, or told my girlfriend, who's also a psychologist. And but at the time, I was in a very bad relationship and didn't pay attention. But I probably wouldn't have had the instinct to make a video about my Asperger's syndrome almost as soon as I was diagnosed. And that's because, she gave me inspiration to be myself and to put it out there and to try to raise awareness. I feel some obligation to raise awareness because I am fairly passing. I passed for 42 years. And it's hard out there. There's a limit to how much awareness we can raise among the general public and the apathetic NT population. Even last week, my best friend told me that, hey, you're not autistic. You're just, different, got a different personality. And he claims to love my videos. But you see, that's the kind of stuff we get. And both my parents are oblivious to it. And they're both on the spectrum. So you get it. It's very limited to what we can do to raise awareness and understanding in the general population. It's very hard out here. But even psychologists don't fully seem to get it. They have their own specialties and obsessions. And the best parts of the book is when she talks about her misdiagnosis and horror stories of that and bad psychologists. But she turns the phrase very well. It's a memoir and a self-help book. And both parts are good. The self-help is intense and down to earth more than any other. I've read many memoir type self-help aspect book. This is like a genre now, but she's a good writer. This is her first nonfiction book. It's very quotable, certain parts of it, but I got the Kindle copy, which is cheap on Amazon, and I would highly recommend it, particularly to anyone on the autistic spectrum. Now, I got a script because I just couldn't possibly. But yeah, nowadays we have a diverse community of autistic YouTubers with various styles, strengths, and special interests, and that's wonderful. And I just wanted to do a channel with my special interests and just to raise awareness in a small way. And again, I feel obligated because I am such a stereotypical case of autism type 1. Now, a lot of the channels, I prefer female Aspie channels. Let's face it, there's something just magic about the female voice sometimes. That's why I love Girl Rock. But Also, a lot of the guys with Asperger's, like Aspie World comes to mind, have very annoying voices. And even mine, it's amazing that I haven't deleted all these videos. I'm not very fond of my own nerdish Aspie voice. But, I, not that I'm a good autistic YouTuber. I've probably alienated most of the serious autistic YouTubers that I was trying to actually uh, with my content. Um, it's an uphill battle to raise awareness and whatnot and to deal with psychologists. But what we can do is help each other and inspire each other and educate each other. And ClassyAspie has done that amazingly well. And her channel is awesome. The book's awesome. And she's awesome. But what else do I want to hit on here? Parts of the book are like a workbook, and they reminded me of like self-esteem things that I did in behavioral education in high school. I'm gonna get around to doing that. But yeah, it's short. Got through it in one weekend. I wish it was longer. That's probably my main complaint. There's a large section on gaslighting. I just kept thinking it didn't apply to me because, you know, I'm MGTOW and I'm never going to be gaslighted again. I think of it like the Holocaust. Never again. Anyway, the book's great. It's cheap on Amazon. And everyone with autism should check it out. Anyway, konnichiwa.